Hi, my name is Bhagirath Bor, Assistant Teacher of Physics at RKM Vidyapit, Devghar. Welcome to my channel. Hope you are very well. Today I will discuss the mathematical problem about electricity. In previous video, I will discuss the facts related to this chapter. Before start the lesson, at first I will discuss some important formula. Let's have a look. Electricity is the flow of charge in a conductor from anode to cathode. At first, anode. The anode is the electrode where electricity moves into, and cathode where electricity is given out. Or simply, you can say anode is usually the positive side and a cathode is usually a negative side. Or simply, you can say anode as an electron donor and cathode acts as an electron acceptor. At first, electric current. Definition of electric current. Simply as electric current, rate of flow of electric charge, or I equals to electric charge by time. Here time is in second. Coulomb per second, this is called the ampere. Electric potential. Electric potential at a point in an electric field is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. Unit positive charge from infinity to that point. Or we can write B equals to W by Q. The SI unit is the SI unit of work done is joule and charge is coulomb. So joule per coulomb is called volt. After that, Ohm's law. Remember, temperature and another physical quantity of the conductor when remain constant, we can say the current I flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference V maintained across its ends. I varies as V or V varies as I, we can write V equals to IR, where R is the resistance. Resistance means simply it resists the flow of electric charge or the flow of current through it. The resistance is proportional to the length of the conductor when temperature and the cross-sectional area remain constant. And resistance is resistance is inversely proportional to its area of cross section when temperature and the length of the conductor remain constant. So we equivalent R equal to rho L by A. Remember, rho is the resistivity. It depends only on the material. It depends only upon the material or properties of the material. After that, electric power. Electric power is the rate per unit time at which electrical energy is transferred by an electric circuit, or simply you can say work done per unit time. In above equation, V equals to W by Q, W equal to V into Q, the work done equal to potential difference into charge. Put this value VQ, W by T, VQ by T, Q by T is I, so P equals to VI. The unit in SI is watt. What is electrical conductivity? Here is the sigma. is a fundamental properties of a material that quantifies how strongly it conducts electric current, or simply you can say the sigma conductivity equal to 1 by resistivity. Unit Siemens per meter. After that, we calculate the equivalent resistance in series. You already know in series the electrical current I is constant. So we get the result, the equivalent resistance Rs. Here is RT equals to R1 plus R2 plus RT RAN. In parallel, remember, here is the current is changed, but the potential difference remain constant. V is constant, but I is changed. We get 1 by RT equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus dot dot dot. If you take a simple example, suppose you take three same resistors, R1 equals to R2 equals to R3 equal to R. In series, you get Rs equals to 3R. If you take 4 resistor, 4R. If you take n resistor, 10R. Similarly, when you take 3 resistors, you get R by 3. In parallel, 4 resistor R by 4 and n resistor R by n. Simply you divide in series combination resistance by parallel combination resistance, you get this is equals to n square. Here is some mind map. All the formula you can write these types of logic. Here all the formula is included: electric power, Ohm's law, resistance, resistivity, Joule's law, electric energy, and resistance also. Before start the numerical problem, you remember that when you start any problem, you read the question very carefully. After that, to write down in your notebook which data is given in the question. After that, if the data is given in the same unit, so you does not change. If data is not given in same unit, you change in SI or SI unit, SI or CGS unit. Let's have a look. Start question number 1. What is an electric current? Difference between an open and a closed circuit. An electric current is a continuous and closed path of an electric current. Remember, closed path. If you cut the wire, that is open circuit. Open circuit means there is no flow of charge. The main difference between closed circuit and open circuit, the closed circuit is flowing through the charge and there is no flow of charge. Second problem, read the question. A current of 0.5 ampere is drawn by a filament of an electric bulb for 10 minutes. Here given data is current I equals to 0.5 ampere, ampere is SI unit, and time t equal to 10 minutes. So I will convert in second. If hour, you also change in second. 10 minutes, 1 minute 60 seconds, 10 minutes 600 seconds. Find the amount of electric charge that flowing through the circuit. Electric charge, you already know, I equals to Q by T. Q equals to I into T. Just put the value 0.5 into 600. Q in SI unit is coulomb. So Q equal to 300 coulomb. Next problem. How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb across 2 points having a potential difference of 12 volt. Is given data coulomb 2 coulomb this charge potential difference this is V, and you find out the work done. You already know V equals to W by Q. The W equal to Q into V. Just put the data and you get the answer. Here Q equals to 2 coulomb and V equals to 12 volt. So W equal to Q into V, 2 into 12. In SI, all the units stay in SI, so that work done in SI is joule. 2 into 12, 24 joule. This question is related to the Ohm's law. Here is the graph. V is along y-axis and I is x-axis. You already know V equals to IR. Similar like that, y equals to mx, where m is the slope. Change slope m equal to dy by dx. Here dy is dv and dx is del I. So this is the straight line equation. Here what is the relation between V and I? V and I is the straight line graph. Find the resistance of the conductor using graph. You already know V equals to IR. So here R equals to del V by del I. I draw a triangle and calculate this value and get R equals to 1 ohm. Next problem. When three resistors of different resistance are connected in series, what will be the current flowing through each resistor? Remember, in series, I is constant, but potential difference will be different. I is constant, so the current will be the same in all the three resistors when connected in series, but the potential difference will be different. Next, what will be the voltmeter reading when 5 ampere current is flowing through 2 ohm and 3 ohm resistor connect in the series? You already know 2 ohm, 3 ohm connect in the series. It means total resistance is 5 ohm. Current is 5. So V equals to IR, I into R, 5 into 5, 25 volt. V in its SI volt. After that, next problem, draw a circuit diagram to show the two resistors of equal resistance connect in series. At first, you already know here I take a ammeter which is always connected in series and voltmeter in parallel. So I take a battery and connect two resistors on R2. Ammeter is always connected to the series, so that here is the ammeter and voltmeter. One key switch on or switch off. This purpose. Okay. After that, next problem. If two resistors having resistance of 2 ohm and 4 ohm respectively are connected in a series combination in an electric circuit, what will be the net resistance in the circuit? In series, you already know equivalent resistance are equals to R1 plus R2. So 2 plus 4, 6 ohm. Next problem. In an electric circuit, a resistor of 5 ohm resistance is connected to a battery of 5 volt through an ammeter and a plug. So first line gives you resistance 5 ohm and battery voltage 5 volt. After that, now in this circuit, another resistor of 10 ohm is connected in series with the 5 ohm. At first 5 ohm, after that you take 10 ohm. 5 plus 10, so after that total resistance is 15 ohm. What will be any change in the ammeter reading? Ammeter means its reading of current. So at first voltage is 5, resistance is 5 ohm, so current you get 1 ampere. After that you connect 10 ohm resistor in series, so the total resistance is 15 ohm. So I equals to V by R, you does not change the battery, so that I equals to V by R, you get 1/3 of A. So overall changing, first is 1, after that 1/3, so the change is to 2 by 3 ampere. Next problem, a wire of given material having length L and area of cross section A has a resistance of 4 ohm. Write down length, area of cross section A, and resistance, suppose R1 is 4 ohm. What will be the resistance of the another wire of the same material? Remember this, at first given material and same material, this two metal is same, so that I have already told you the resistivity is only depend upon the material. So the here is the material is same, so the rho is same in both cases. Second case, length is L by 2 and area of cross section is twice A. You already know R equals to rho L by A. At first case, R1 equals to rho L by A, and second case, R equals to rho, suppose L dash by A dash, where L dash equals to L by 2 and A dash equal to twice A. You find out R, so divide the two equation and you get the result. Here is 1 ohm. After that, a piece of wire of resistance 20 ohm is drawn out so that its length is increased to twice its original length. You stage the length twice its original length. Calculate the resistance of the wire in this situation. Suppose the original length is L, you increase the length twice its original length. So after second condition, this is the twice L. Calculate the resistance of the wire in the new situation. You remember, you take the same material which initially the length is L, after the stage and it stages up to twice L. So the material is same, rho is constant. You already know R equals to rho L by A. At first case, R equal to 20 ohm, rho L by A. Second case, when the length is increased, you already know length become twice L, then its area of cross section will be half. You already know this. So the new resistance R equals to rho L by A. You put the value and get the result, or you can take another technique. Where at first L is the length and area A. After that you stretches it up to twice L, so that when the length is increased, area of cross section is decreased. But here is one thing is remain constant, that is the volume. So the volume remain constant in both cases. You will write and find out the answer. Next problem. An electric iron has a rating of 750 watt to 20 volt. What is the unit of electric power? So that here is the power is 750 watt and potential difference is equal to 220 volt. Calculate the current passing through it. You already know P equals to VI and I equals to P by V. You put the value and get the result. In SI, the unit of current is ampere. So P equals to here 3.4 ampere. The second question, its resistance, you already know V equals to IR. Here is the V and I, you calculate, so put the value, or you write from the electric power equation, R equal to V square by P, you also get the result. Next problem. Before starting the calculation of combination resistance in a circuit in series and parallel, you remember the two things in series, there is no change in current, so I will be remain constant. And in parallel circuit, I will be divide. When the current will be divided, you think that the resistance stay in parallel combination. Here some example, have a look. At first, there is no change in current. Here three circuit diagram in series. You already know the equivalent resistance Rs equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R3. Or you use the technique where the voltage is stay, you cut and just stage it. You show that all the resistance stay in series. In parallel combination, here have a look. The current is divided so that all the resistance are stay in parallel. You already know 1 by Rp equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by Rn. Remember, for any two in parallel combination, equivalent resistance Rp equals to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. In parallel, V is constant. In series, I is constant. Okay, next problem. Three resistors, one is 12 ohm, R2 15 ohm, R3 20 ohm are joined together. In the figure, find the equivalent resistance of the circuit between the points A and B. Here in the circuits, have a look. At first I define each junction alphabetically. After that I stage. But remember, the junction, the connection does not change. Here A is connected to C. You cannot connect A is connected to D. So remember, the junction connection is not changed. You can stretch it as usual you like. Here you have a look. I simplify this question. Then you see that all the resistance are stay in parallel. Just use the formula and get the result. Here 12, 15 and 20 ohm is used. So I get the result R of AB equals to 5 ohm. Next problem. Here is the equation. You find the equivalent resistance between A and B. Just I stage it, and you saw that between C and D, the resistance are parallel, and also DE and also G and also GH. You saw that all the resistance they are in parallel. So at first I use the formula. Here is the two resistance. Both are 2 ohm. So equivalent resistance you got multiplication by addition 1 ohm. After that, the equivalent resistor as replace in CD, D, FG and GH. You saw that R of CD and R of D stay in parallel. After that, 1 and 1 is 2 and 2 to finally stay in parallel. So you calculate and get the result is 1 ohm. Next problem is also find the equivalent resistance of the circuit shown in the figure below. This is the question, and I just trace it and define each the junction alphabetically. After that, you saw that A and B stay in parallel, B and C also parallel. After calculating equivalent resistance, I replace this equivalent resistance. You saw that all the resistance stay in parallel because there is no change in current. The equivalent resistance in parallel Rs equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus R4. Here is the 4 resistance, so you can get the result is 7.5 ohm. Next problem. Next problem, consider the electric circuit shown in the figure. At calculation, the total resistance of the circuit. After that, the total current flowing through the circuit. Current, so at first you calculate the total resistance. You saw that here R1, R2 and R3 are all stay in parallel. So at first I calculate this. After that, R4, R5 and R6 also stay in parallel. I calculate the both resistance. and replace it. After that, I calculate the current using the Ohm's law formula, V equals to IR, and get the result. R total equals to 5 ohm and current I equals to 1.2 ampere. Thank you.